What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video here of the Arizona Sports Fan. Huge news, the Arizona Cardinals finally picked their first round pick. Now, there's so many news for the Arizona Cardinals that has dropped probably about an hour or two ago. The Arizona Cardinals had to trade away picks to the Philadelphia Eagles because of a tampering investigation. There was that. The Arizona Cardinals traded away their third overall spot and moved to 12, and then we moved right back to 6th. So a lot to dive into today, ladies and gentlemen. A lot to talk about. Now, I did my best here to try to recap what the Arizona Cardinals have done and what picks we currently have right now. Now, as of right now, let's talk a little bit about the tampering investigation and what ended up happening. Now, Jonathan Gannon, there was a tampering investigation pertaining to, I guess, the Arizona Cardinals maybe speaking to him maybe way too early. I don't know all the details, but essentially what ended up having to happen was the Arizona Cardinals essentially made a trade to kind of, I guess, offset that tampering investigation or settle it. So what the Arizona Cardinals ended up giving away was their 66th overall pick, which is a third rounder, which is definitely very unfortunate. Arizona Cardinals give that away, the 66th, and then the Eagles give us a 94th, which is still a third rounder, but it's later on in the third round where we used to pick in the early third. Now we're picking 94th, and we get a 5th round pick in 2024 for what it's worth. So that's the compensation in terms of what we have going on with that whole tampering situation. Now, obviously, we all know that the Arizona Cardinals didn't land Will Anderson. The Arizona Cardinals decided to trade back into the 12th spot to trade away or to trade with the Texans. We did get a load from the Texans. I'm not going to lie to you. I think the Arizona Cardinals for the future was good. It sucks that Will Anderson Jr. is not an Arizona Cardinal, but this is what the Arizona Cardinals ended up getting. So up their third for their 12th. We also got a 2023 second round pick. So this year we got another second round pick. And then next year we get a first rounder and a third rounder. So it seems like the Arizona Cardinals are trying to get as much compensation as we possibly can. And what the Texans get, obviously, is Will Anderson and the third overall pick in this year's draft. Now, this is the last move, I promise. This is the last move. The Arizona Cardinals decided to trade back within the top 10, which obviously this is huge because I was worried about the idea of the Arizona Cardinals having to settle for the second best cornerback, the second best offensive lineman, the second best edge player. But now that the Arizona Cardinals decided to trade back, we get the number one offensive lineman in most people's boards, and there was rumor out there saying that the Raiders were going to get this guy right here. So the Arizona Cardinals trade back into the 6th overall spot and get our guy. That's going to be Paris Johnson, offensive lineman out of Ohio State. Now, we made a video about this earlier saying that Kyler Murray wants this guy. Now, I did say in that video, if the Arizona Cardinals wanted to do something like this, they would have to trade back. Originally, it was 12. I was like, they're not going to get Paris Johnson. They trade back, and now we have one of the best offensive linemen in this year's draft. So this is huge, right? We need to bolster the offensive line in the trenches, and that's exactly what the Arizona Cardinals ended up doing today, which is big, which is really big time here for the Arizona Cardinals. So what does this leave, right? What does this leave for the Arizona Cardinals moving forward? Because there were so many picks moved. Now, I'm only going to focus on this year, on 2023. 2024 is going to be a whole nother beast. We have 2 first round picks. Let's rock and roll. But this year right here, we had the 6th overall. We know that's Paris Johnson Jr. We got the 33rd overall. So we ended up trading away our 34th overall to the Lions because we traded up. We got the 81st overall. We got the 94, the 96, the 180, and the 213. In the 213, it seems like what we have. Now, let's talk about what we ended up, giving away to the Lions to move up here real quick. I understand this is information overload, ladies and gentlemen. I hope I'm doing a good job kind of explaining to you guys what's happening. So this is what happened with the Lions and the Arizona Cardinals. The Cardinals traded away their 12th. We gave up our 34th. And then we gave up our 168th. The Lions give us picks 6th and their 81st pick. So, not that bad. So, we got the 6th, we got the 33rd, we got the 81st, the 94th, the 96th, the 180, and then the 213. So, automatically, A lot of moving parts here for the Arizona Cardinals, but it seems like we're still in a good situation. Before coming into this draft, we had 8 picks. Now we have, I believe it's 7 picks, but I mean, it's still kind of there, right? And it seems like they're trying to build for next year. So ladies and gentlemen, how are you guys feeling about Paris Johnson being an Arizona Cardinal with all the news that has transpired going on with the Arizona Cardinals? Let me know in the comments below. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Have a great rest of your day, and go Cards.